Stepney, the Bluebell engine, is the harbor shunter. He loves working with the trucks. He would shunt them into sidings for the loads to be loaded onto big ships and be taken across the sea. He also worked with Edward, who ran the branch line. One day, Stepney saw an old siding that had a single post acting as a buffer at the end of it. "Edward," asked Stepney, "why does that siding only have a post as a buffer?" "I don't know," replied Edward. "They must have run out of buffer parts when they built the harbor. But I thought for sure they would have replaced it with a proper set of buffers after the accident." Stepney was curious. "What accident?" Edward began his story. Before you arrived, there was a shunter named Diesel. Although he wasn't much of a shunter. All day he would sit around and do nothing. One day, the Fat Controller told him that if he didn't start working or messed up one more time, he would finally be sent packing. Finally, Diesel started working. One day, he shunted a line of China clay trucks into the platform. When I told him to move it to that very siding, he bumped them straight through the post and the train fell into the sea. The Fat Controller sent him packing, but the China clay was lost and the trucks were never recovered. Stepney was amazed. Why did they never rescue the train? Because they didn't have any spare engines to clean up Diesel's mess. Just then, the guard blew his whistle and Edward had to leave. Later that day, the Fat Controller came to visit Stepney. He asked him about the lost China clay train. "We still haven't rescued those trucks, but I think it's time we do so," he said. He thought about who would be able to help. Thomas is available tomorrow. I'll tell him to come down here to help you out, Stepney." Stepney was excited. He was going to meet Thomas for the very first time. The next morning, Stepney heard an unfamiliar whistle. Thomas puffed into the harbor. "Hello," puffed Thomas excitedly. "I'm Thomas." "I'm Stepney. I run this harbor." Stepney told Thomas how the schedule worked at the harbor, and Thomas set to work shunting while Stepney went to work retrieving the lost trucks from the sea. The two worked all day, and when nightfall came, Thomas went over to help Stepney get the last truck out of the sea. "Thank you for your help, Thomas," he said. "Of course," replied Thomas. "Happy to help. I love being a really useful engine." Thomas left to go back to the sheds, and Stepney went off to sleep. The next morning, Edward arrived with his morning train and something for Stepney. "It's a postcard from Thomas. He said he was very happy to meet you and that he could help out. He says he looks forward to seeing you again." Stepney worked the rest of the day, happily knowing that he made a new friend on Sodor,